tonight like there's no tomorrow. I will let loose, I'll be free. Got my whole life, it's been on my mind. I know exactly what I need to start this fire. It's the time and place so many know. It's a place many will go. Just try it once and you can disappear. If you're ready, I'm able. I ain't getting deep. Sparks my insanity, pulling me into another. It's all of hate, there's no other. It's the current running through my veins, in my life that's so real. It's a fire burning deep inside. Will it spread and burn me alive? I ain't getting deep. Sparks my insanity, pulling me into another. It's all of hate, there's no other. There's no other. There's no other. There's no There's a sharp knife penetrating my soul. It's like a dark night waiting for my life to unfold. There's a sharp knife penetrating my soul. It's like a dark night waiting for my life to unfold. I ain't getting deep. Sparks my insanity, pulling me into another. It's all of hate, there's no other. I ain't getting deep. Sparks my insanity, pulling me into another. It's all of hate, there's no other. Look at me, but don't just assume. Another story hangs over you. We seek ourselves, finding the truth. Once focused on dark, all fade into blue. Creating and evolving comes first. Mind eclipse beginning at birth. Every day we pave the way. Got nothing to lose, got nothing to prove. So if you think you got a shot, don't stop, just fire away. It's alright, and if you're feeling good vibes, find your best. to life. I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay.
Well, a very good afternoon to you all and all that are watching here on Charlton TV as we bring you the Under-18 Professional Development League 2 playoff final. The Addicts Under-18s taking on their Sheffield counterparts at the Randox Heath Sheffield United Academy in Sheffield, of course. You're watching currently the pictures that we have from we're piggybacking on the Sheffield United camera. Sadly, at the moment at least, we haven't got sound, so we'll be bringing you that hopefully as soon as we can get it. But at the moment, there's no sound from the Sheffield United picture. So you may have already guessed by that I'm actually fixed at the Valley, commentating on today's game. Sadly, unable to get up to Randox Heath Academy ground. Logistics make it almost impossible to do a commentary from there. So a decent number of fans, as you can see opposite, to watch this playoff final. Slightly sad, of course, that the game of this stature can't be played in a stadium. There are a number of reasons for that. Obviously, the Valley is undergoing pitch transformation. We have a very short gap between the end of the season and the start of next season, and the Valley pitch had to be resurfaced and relaid. And of course, Sheffield United's ground, Bramwell Lane, is being used for the Women's Euro 2022 Championships, and their first game is on the 9th of July, I believe. So there's a lot of preparation in place and needed to make sure that the pitch is up to the standard for a Euro 2022 game. And so therefore, the only option left is to play at the Sheffield United Academy ground. As the two sides you see line up across the halfway line, I shall bring you the sides, starting with our hosts, Sheffield United, and they bring in goal number 1, Callum Hiddleston, 2, Sai Sajdev, 3, Tom Angel, 4, Charlie Stanilad, 5, Levi Pitan, 6, Finley Potter, 7, Saidi Peck, 8, Oliver Arblaster, 9, the captain, Will Lancashire, 10, Josh Smith, and 11, Theo Williams. Your subs for Sheffield United are Henry Hampshaw, Fernando Machado, Connor Barrett, Ben Drake, and Owen Hampson. Your Charlton side will line up with in goal number 1, Ahmed Kone, 2, Oliver Hobden, 3, Toby Bauer, 4, Harvey Kedwell, 5, Zach Mitchell, 6, Nathan Asimwe, 7, Daniel Kanu, 8, Karoy Anderson, 9, Miles Leeburn, 10, Jason Adigan, and 11, Mac Riley. Your subs for Charlton: Henry Molyneux, Ryan Hugh, Josh Lakaretabua, Seidel Toure, Sahid Kamara, Deji Leroy, and Tolu Ladapo. Charlton made just the 2 changes from the side that got through to this final. The side that beat Barnsley in such thrilling fashion here at the Valley last week with Nathan Asimwe's winner, and that's Kedwell and Leeburn, Harvey Kedwell and Miles Leeburn in for Matt Dench and Tolu Ladapo in the starting lineup. The Sheffield United side has just one change from the victory over Colchester, rather emphatic victory, 5-1 in the semi-final, and that's Charlie Stanilad is in for Owen Hampson, who drops to the bench. And we await to get underway, and as I'll repeat, if you are just joining us, no sound currently from the cameras up at the Randox Heath Academy ground, and so hopefully that doesn't spoil your enjoyment of this final, which both sides are looking forward to. I mean, both sides have really impressed in their own divisions. Sheffield United going through the whole season unbeaten in the league, and Charlton equally impressive. A few more defeats, of course, compared to Sheffield United, but in terms of points achieved, Charlton just the 1 point more than Sheffield United, but and almost a similar distance between them and the team in second. So both sides have really impressed in their respective groups, and it's quite right and proper that these two sides are the ones that contest this final. As Karoy Anderson, Charlton captain, shakes hands with Will Lancashire. We are about to get underway here. Gloriously sunny day in Sheffield, as I have to say, it is in southeast London. Another drawback I have is that I don't have yet the numbers of the Sheffield United substitutes, so we may have to wing it as they make any changes. And if you're into your side changes, these two fought out a 3-3 draw, a quite thrilling 3-3 draw at Sparrows Lane earlier on in the season, very early in the season in August. Charlton coming back from behind on 3 occasions, with Daniel Kanu getting 2 of his now 40 goals in this campaign, and getting the equaliser in the 93rd minute after Mac Riley had already brought us level on the first occasion, and 2 goals from Kanu, sealing the draw. And Sheffield United have had 6 changes between the side that faces Charlton now and the one that faced us in August. So gone through a little bit of a transformation. One of those is probably the most dangerous player, I'd say, other than Will Lancashire, who scores goals for the Sheffield United side, but Sadie Peck, who scored a quite impressive solo goal in that semi-final victory. He was signed from Arsenal Youth July last year, and has certainly made his impression, as has Owen Hampson, who's now on the bench, signed from Man United Youth at the same period. But we are off and underway. Charlton go backwards to the Simway, still playing at centre half as he did in the semi-final. Then Bauer gets it down the line. Sheffield United deal with that. Send it forward long, looking for the run of that's Williams on their right-hand side, but too much on that. And Kone will allow that to drift out of play for first goal kick of the afternoon. Did wonder whether or not there'd be a change in the lineup, the way Charlton came back. Sheffield United almost pounce on the loose goal kick. Miles Lieburn, one of the changes this afternoon, battles well and wins the ball back with Charlton, but he just couldn't keep it in play to send Kanu on his way. Again, just trying to see the formation. Very difficult to do from a camera angle, I have to say, because you can't see the overall picture. Sheffield United normally play with a 4 at the back and then 4 in midfield with Lancashire up top and Williams just behind. We'll see if that's the way they line up this afternoon. Charlton normally like this 3-5-2. Attempt to come forward, but the ball to Anderson, not quite finding him. Lieburn could pounce on that loose ball backwards. Needs Potter to deal with that. And then Hiddleston swipes it forward. Dealt with by Mitchell. Kedwell challenges in midfield and comes away with it and tries to send Riley down away on the left-hand side. Just too much for that, and it'll run through to the keeper. Semi-final, Kanu. It's almost a lone foray up top at the beginning, and the substitutions when they happened, Lakaretabua, Hugh and Lieburn all made a huge difference to the way that game panned out. Did wonder whether or not Charlton would change things up again for this final, but not to be. Hamza Sarrar has kept faith pretty much with the side that started the Barnsley game. Two minutes gone, still no efforts on goal. Both sides looking to get their foot in this game. Pitan to the right-hand side and Sajdev. Riley trying to halt Sheffield United's progress going forward with Potter. Bring it out of defence. Charlton allowing him to do so. He has to swing it left, and good ball out there, but well dealt with by Bowers. And Charlton have it back with Adigan. Wants to send it long, might be too much on that, and there is. The idea was a sound one. Looking for the run of Kanu or Lieburn. Get behind the Sheffield United defence, but too much on that. Pitan will bring it forward. Ball into Arblaster, being pursued by Kedwell, forcing him backwards. We'll try and do the same as Pitan gets it forward. Simway challenging with Williams. Come off the Sheffield United number 11. It'll be a Charlton throw-in. Toby Bauer. Go down the line with this. Dealt with by Pitan. Simway couldn't get there. It runs into midfield and quite see who got there first. I don't know whether the referee has decided there was a late challenge in there. I think it might have been called and has. Shows a huge amount of contact, but the tackle was just a little bit late for the referee's liking, so Sheffield United have this free kick with Peck. Goes to the right-hand side. Pitan. Sorry, not a big pardon. Sajdev. Cross blocked away, and Adigan Tries to start things moving, but he's beaten to it by Peck. Ball sent in by Staniland, but well dealt with by Kone. Comes out of his 6-yard box to grab that. And with the threat that Lancashire poses, that could be something that Kone might have to do several occasions this afternoon. Sends it left. Looking for Bauer. Might be too much on that, and there is. Blaster for Sheffield United. Ball forward, trying to pick out Peck, but well watched by Kedwell, and his clearance comes off the Sheffield United man. Be a Charlton throw. I watched the goals that Sheffield United scored against Colchester. A few defensive errors in there, which Charlton will be hoping they don't make. There's a free kick taken quickly out here to Hobden. Further to his right is Kanu. Lovely run into the box is Anderson's, and comes off Leeburn. Can he get there now? And Kanu does finish. Daniel Kanu on hand to open the scoring for the Addicts in this final. Down the right-hand side, ball into the box. Wasn't dealt with. A lovely run by Karoy Anderson in the first place. Well found by Hobden. Well found by Kanu in the first place. And Kanu kept his run going. Ball into the box, looking for Leeburns, defended away. Kanu on hand, as he has done on 40 previous occasions this season, to give Charlton the lead after 5 minutes. The perfect start. The Hamza Serra side, it's a start they probably could have only dreamed of as they made their way up to Sheffield this morning, or last night. I'm not entirely sure when they travelled. But Charlton have the lead. Of course, they have to be careful. Colchester made a similar start against Sheffield United in the semi-final, and Sheffield United came back with 5 unanswered replies. So Charlton will know that. But the perfect start for the young Addicts. And he sends it forward. Leeburn with a little flick on, trying to find Kanu once more. Pitan just gets there first. Sheffield United clear it away, only as far as Hobden. Little touch into Anderson, and Charlton come forward again. Adigan just heavy touch, allowed Pitan to step in, but Charlton still have it. Bauer tries to find Riley on that left-hand side, slid in by Sajdev to put the ball out of play. Charlton with the tails up. Bauer with the throw. The line looking for Leeburn. It's headed backwards. Leeburn hoping to usher it out for a corner, but Charlton have it back. Again, Adigan, just a little heavy touch, allowed Sheffield to just take it off his toes, and he managed to get a foot in, but it's at the expense of a throw into the home side. Brazilian flag you see there next to the Sheffield United flag is certainly for Fernando Machado. There's one of the subs for Sheffield United this afternoon, as Mitchell gets his head to the ball. Simway does. Likewise, and then Bauer, no nonsense clearance, launches it away, clear his lines. It may interest you know that that Fernando Machado, who came from the Kinetic Academy in Croydon, is the same academy that found Joe Reba. Sheffield United just struggled to get it clear. Just managed to get it into the feet of Blaster, but once again Charlton take over, and it's a lovely ball out to Leeburn into the box. Leeburn try to chip it back across, sets up Kanu once more. Kanu on his right foot takes a shot away, and it almost come across to Mac Riley. Cleared away at the last minute by Sajdev. Charlton are really putting Sheffield United under pressure. It was Kedwell who made the interception. A lovely ball by Adigan to find Leeburn into the box. Trying to chip it back across, looking for the run of Riley. Kone then got it onto his right foot, Kanu. And whether that was a shot or an intended cross for Riley, only Daniel Kanu will know. Charlton's throw is dealt with by Sheffield United. Hobden in the way, as is Mitchell. So Charlton had the ball again, and this time Leeburn trying to send Kanu on his way. Kanu wanted it to his feet to run away for this throw-in. But after 9 minutes now in this Professional Development League 2 playoff final, Charlton certainly in the ascendancy and a goal to the good. Sheffield United try and respond. They have it with Williams across to the right-hand side. Sajdev made his way forward in support. It's Stanley Lad back to... couldn't get on the ball that was sent through by our blaster. And looking for an immediate response, can't find it. Sajdev had made his way forward, and that's something that I'm sure Charlton will know about and will want to watch. Bow with the throw. Even gets something on it, flicks it on, but Riley can't take it in his stride. Dealt with by Pitt. Potter for Sheffield United will go left. Rangel, I should say. Down the line, looking for the run of Lancashire. Being forced out into the corner by Mitchell, but defended well, even though there's a huge pole in the way, as you probably noticed. So we couldn't really see exactly how that happened, but credit to Mitchell for sticking to his defensive guns and forcing this goal kick for the Addicts. Simway, scorer of that spectacular last-minute winner to get Charlton to this final. Can't make the way down the left-hand side, and Arblaster picks it up for Sheffield. Ball into the middle, looking for the run of Peck. Gets it into the box. Peck, that's a great tackle from Mitchell. Super defensive work from Mitchell. Peck, who I mentioned earlier, scored an absolute worldie of a solo effort in the semi-final. Was in the box again, and a dangerous player. And well watched all the way by Mitchell. Just spotted his opportunity. Got the challenge in. It is a corner, though, for the home side. And they do possess quite a threat from set pieces. Both Potter and Pitt. Potter, a scorer in the semi-final from a set piece. You wonder if one of the reasons Miles Liebman was selected is to combat that particular threat. Corner comes in. Looping ball. Headed back across over the bar. It was Smith who got his head to it. Charlton survived the first set piece scare of the afternoon, and it remains 1-0 here to the Addicts, coming up to 12 minutes gone in this game. Koenig sends it forward. Anderson can't get there. Peck has it for Sheffield United once more. Again, good footwork. Ball through, though, is picked off by Simway. Kerbwell will bring it forward for Charlton. Who's left is Bauer. Simway once more. Bauer looks to go left down the line. Pitt gets there first, and Sheffield United have it back. Sajdev on their right-hand side. It's back inside to Potter. All the way across here to Angle. Forcing Sheffield United back. That's great work from Hobden. Wins the ball back for the Addicts, and he's on a run now on the right-hand side. Into the corner of the penalty area. Still going Hobden. Ball back across. Oh, and it avoids the lunge of Riley. Goes all the way across to the opposite side. I don't know if anybody got a touch. No, not according to the official. The keeper may well have took a knock here. A super work from Oliver Hobden. Won the ball in the first place from Smith. Into the corner of the penalty area. Kept his run going beyond Potter. Ball back across, looking for Riley, who connected with the Sheffield United keeper after his lunge. Was only inches away from connecting that and making it 2-0. And the keeper's taking a bit of a bash here, Hiddleston. Reserve keeper Hampshire, who was in goal for the 3-3 draw at Sparrows Lane. Sure be going through his stretching exercises, because that looked a fair thud from Riley. No malice, he was trying to get to the ball, just evaded his outstretched foot. Sadly, Callum Hiddleston couldn't. Taking a whack to the right leg in the process. Before, one of the reasons that we are here at the Randox Heath Sheffield United Academy is because both pitches for both sides are undergoing some transformation. Charlton's, I'm looking at it now, is a lovely gold colour at the minute as sand is being laid before the seeding takes place, and Sheffield United are getting their Bramall Lane pitch prepared for the Women's European Championship, which in the opening game for That is England versus Austria at Old Trafford. If you're interested, 6th of July. Sheffield United's game is on the 9th of July, where the Netherlands take on Sweden. So as a result, no other pitches available, which is why we are here at the training ground. Looks that Hiddleston is okay to continue. Restart the Sheffield United throw. So I think that slightly over-exuberant run on the right-hand side by Sajdev certainly possesses a long throw, and so it is. Prestigious throw which goes straight to Asimwe, who just about deals with it. Sheffield United battling with Hobden. Charlton have a free kick, as quite see who connected with Asimwe, but he's a little bit sore as a result. Here's one of the facets of Sheffield United. Certainly the last time I saw Charlton play Sheffield United in the FA Youth Cup last season. Got out-muscled really by Sheffield United on that occasion. They were a physical outfit as Leeburn tries to flick it onto Kanu. Can he get beyond his man? Well, he's into the penalty area. It's an important touch from Angel. But Kanu's still on it. Back across, looking for Riley. Riley with Kedwell overlapping. Looks to get it on his right foot. Riley still on it. Ball across, looking for Kanu. Cleared away. Hobden heads it back. But it'll be picked up again by Sheffield United. Smith trying to go beyond Hobden. Slightly fortuitously, Sheffield United get it back. It'll run into the middle. Smith. Sorry, beg his pardon. Williams blocked away. Sheffield United still in possession. Arblaster switches it across to the Sheffield United right-hand side. Ball into and across into the middle is dealt with by Hobden, but he's completely miscued that clearance and it's gone across. It may well go for a corner here as Asimwe tries to keep it in. Oh, he's done really well, Nathan Asimwe, and gets the ball off the Sheffield United man, which I think was Theo Williams, and away for a Charlton goal kick. Yeah, I was explaining that under-18 side 2021 at Princess Park, slightly outmuscled by the Sheffield United side that on that occasion. Looks like Charlton are slightly more up for the physical challenge now as Bauer will bring it forward. Got Riley to his left. Ahead of him is Adigan, tries to go back to Bauer. Got it wrong, but on this occasion, down the line looking for Riley. Read by Sajdev, will be cleared away by Pitam. Ball forward, Mitchell underneath this, gets a decent header away. Sheffield United will bring it forward, Smith. Anderson coming back to help. Smith still in possession. He'll reverse ball into the box, and it's a great turn by Peck in the box. Lovely footwork, which is already shown in this game. Shows what a threat he poses. Good work from Smith to avoid the attentions of Anderson. Reverse ball into the box, picks out Peck. Turn Mitchell superbly. Got to give credit to Asimwe for sticking to his task and not allowing Peck a free shot away. But it does show Charlton just what danger this Sheffield United side pose. Down the line it goes. Leeburn with the flick on. Dealt with by Arblaster. Sajdev now. Little touch into the path of Sheffield United player on that right-hand side. But that's great work from Kedwell to hustle and win it back for Charlton. Riley and Bauer combine. Looking for Adigan. White found it. Sheffield United have it back. It's a little bit of pressure now from the home side as Peck brings it forward. Looks for a shot. It's a decent effort down that right-hand side. Did Kone get a touch on that? I think he might have done. And it's away for the Sheffield United corner. Just in the last few minutes, the home side putting pressure on Charlton, trying to get back into this game. Admittedly, some loose passes allowing them to do so, but Peck found himself in space, brought it forward, and a strike down the right-hand side, which Kone felt that he had to deal with. And it's a corner to Sheffield United. Ball swung in. Kone does superbly well to come through a group of players and grab that. Exactly what you want your keeper to do. Takes pressure off your defence. Sure that the Charlton side would have dealt with the threat that Sheffield United pose. Back in again. Smith, ball into the box. Back to Peck once more, and it's hit. Whether that hit Lancashire, I'm not sure. Charlton get away with it, and Kanu steps inside his man. Tees up Adigan. Adigan got Riley one side. On the opposite side now, on the right, is Lieburn. Lieburn, good run from Anderson into the corner of the penalty area once more. Drilled across, hits Carnu really before he could get any meaningful contact on it. It's cleared away. On his friend is Bauer. Lancashire trying to get back and help out his defence, and he does really well in the process. And Bauer accused of a foul in there. Referee just holding play up. Wants to chat with somebody. Camera not going across there, so we'll have to guess what that is. Chenny up with Engel. Not sure why that was the case, but Sheffield United have a free kick. But once again, Charlton on this right-hand side, posing a threat. The Simway jumps really well. Done by Kedwell. Lieburn can't get it under control. Fouls Arblaster in his attempt to reclaim it. Sheffield United just sensing that they've got the upper hand for this period, and they want to continue pressurising Charlton. Peck backing across to the right, and Arblaster. Ball forward, cut out by Bauer. Lieburn gets a good flick on, but nobody beyond him. Dealt with easily by Potter. 20 minutes gone here. The Randox Heath Arena, and Charlton still 1-0 up. Good leave from Simway there, just for a second. Hearts are in mouths as Lancashire was in the vicinity, but Simway knew just how much was on that ball. Charlton again, just presenting opportunities to the home side, just as Colchester did after going 1-0 up, and it's something that the Addicts really want to make sure they don't do. It's a debatable throw-in for the home side there. Certainly Mac Riley thought it was a Charlton ball. Already seen that Sajdev has a prodigious long throw on him. Not going to have the same run, of course, but instead throws it into Peck. Gets it back, and now Stannard back out to Sajdev. Launches it in towards the penalty area, but there's far too much on that. Sails away for a Charlton goal kick, and maybe just a few minutes to just collect the thoughts of the Addicts. Been under pressure for the last 2 or 3 minutes, and understandably enough, the home side desperate to get back on level terms. Only with the goal kick. Down the right. Dealt with by Angel. It'll be a Charlton throw. It's a warm afternoon there in Sheffield. Compton goes down the line. Will it run through to Carnu? No. Still deals with it. Lieburn can't get there. Arblaster. This ball is cut out by Kedwell. Trying to send Riley on his way. Sajdev gets there first though. Pittan will have to deal with this. Goes back to his keeper. Ball forward. Mitchell underneath this. Heads it right. It came off Hobden's hand. Referee allowing that to go as it was accidental. But Sheffield United have it again. Arblaster to his right. Stannard looking to go past Bauer. Simway over there though on the cover does really well. Concedes the throw. Expect Sajdev to come forward for this one. He just wants to hold play up. It's Lancashire may have taken a knock there, is it? Can't see. Physio's coming on. Not Lancashire. That's Peck, in fact, who's gone down. But Sheffield United won't want to lose Daddy Peck. Probably been their most dangerous player. Looks like he's taken a whack in the face. Scored in the semi-final victory over Colchester, as I mentioned. The set-up. One of the others, I think he set up the goal for Williams as well, so certainly won't be a player that they'll want to lose. Josh Smith scored 2 goals in that semi-final as well. Having watched the goals in that game on the highlights of the goals, quite a number of those were conceded fairly softly by Colchester, and all in a 20-minute spell the other side of half-time. What it does show, though, is that Charlton will have to be fully focused throughout the whole of this 90 minutes because Sheffield United pose a threat. Scored 62 goals in their group, topped it by some distance. For Charlton, score of 77 goals, Sheffield United will equally know that the Addicts themselves pose a threat. Pick's going to be okay, other than aside from the fact he's got a box of tissue sticking out of his nose. Didn't quite see where the collision came from. So, fourth official just making sure that the no blood on the shirt. Carry on. Sajdev with the throw, long one into the box. Riley deals with that well. Smith trying to set up our blaster. Got Daniland on his right side. And then looking to take on Bauer. Gets the ball across as well. And Kone does really well to get there just at the feet of Lancashire. Throws it out quickly to Hobden. Under pressure, goes down the line. Looking for the run of Leeburn, who's going to get there as well. Leeburn just bounced. Even for a player of Leeburn's size, that bounce just did for him. And allowed Potter to get there first. Anderson, quick throw backwards. Hobden. With a switch, there was nothing immediately in front of him, so it goes across to Bauer. Ball out to Riley. Bauer makes a run inside. Ball to Kedwell's a loose one, and it allows Sheffield United to bring away. It looks like Kedwell's injured in the process. Sajdev brings it forward, takes the shot. That's not a million miles away from the right-hand side. And did it take another deflection? I don't know if Kone got a touch to that. Ball from Riley into Kedwell. Left the Charlton man struggling, and the challenge that came in has left him on the floor. Not calling for the physio. So again, Sheffield United come close, but it's once more handed to them by a loose ball in the midfield. It's Peck who got there first. Run of Sajdev, it looked like it took a touch off of Mitchell, in fact. It's away for this corner. Comes in, as well dealt with by Bauer. Comes to Angel, who hits his shot. Sheffield United still have it. Charlton forcing out, trying to prevent Sheffield United making any progress immediately afterwards, but the ball down the line is a good one. Williams. Shot comes in, and Kone, and it comes off the post. I thought at first Kone had got a touch to it, and I think he may well have done. Cannons off the left-hand post, and away. Sheffield United coming closer to the equaliser. Good set-up play from Williams. And the shot when it came in from Arblaster, I think, it looked like Kone got a touch, but I'm not sure what's been given here. It's been given as a goal kick. Well, at first, it was Kone touched that onto the post. But we are a distance away, so now that's a lovely touch from Kano into Anderson. Just couldn't get into the run of Liebman as Potter blocked it away, but the ball forward then has goes straight to Kone once more. Very close from Anderson to setting Leeburn away. Hobden on the right. Can't get past Smith. It's come back off Hobden. Not entirely sure that's true, but Sarah there. Your picture. Marshalling his troops. Maintain this 1-goal lead. Angel. Ball into the middle. Cut out by Kedwell. It's run to Adigan. It's a good ball out to the right way. He's looking for Leeburn. Didn't quite make it. He's going to try a second go here. Looking for Anderson. Beaten to it by Angel. Header comes in. Looking for Riley. Again, Sheffield United. The first to the loose ball though. The ball into the edge of the box. It's come to Williams. That's great defending by Toby Bauer. Needed to be as well. Again, Charlton. Second to the ball in that midfield. Now Peck to get hold of the ball. Little tee up to either Lancashire or Williams. And almost ran to Williams. Bauer had to be on hand to defend it away, and he's doing it again there. And a ball up to Riley. Inside his man, Riley. Sets up a Simway. Sends it long. Into the middle. Nobody there other than Potter for Sheffield United. Looks to switch it back across to the right-hand side. Bauer with a header, but it's going to just fall comfortably for Stanyland. Back in support is Arblaster. Ball into the box. Well dealt with by Hobden. Cleared away once more, but Sheffield United will come back again. Smith cuts inside on his right foot, looks for the shot, and not a million miles away from Kone's left-hand post as the home side continue to put the pressure on the Addicts, having taken the lead after 5 minutes and looking quite comfortable for the opening quarter of an hour. They found themselves on the back foot as Sheffield United put the pressure on. Certainly in the last 15 minutes, it's been mostly the home side. Kone gets the goal kick away. May have come off. No, it may have come off the Sheffield United player on its way out. It didn't. Anger will take the throw for the home side. Back to Potter. Uses his keeper. He'll sends it long, looking down the Charlton left. Now battling with Sajdev. The Charlton left back who comes off the better. Simway will find Mitchell. Obden out to his right-hand side, but instead he goes long. Kanu just leaves his man off his ball, and that's great work from Daniel Kanu. Heading towards the corner of the penalty area, looks to take on his man. Gets blocked initially by Potter, but he's still in possession, Kanu. Back to Hobden. Hobden looking for support, and then attempts to go round Smith. Gets a touch on the ball. Quick throw into the feet, or looking for the feet of Liebern. Dealt with by Engel initially. Charlton never throw. Fairly advanced position on this right-hand side. Hobden with Anderson. Kanu looking for it. Anderson. Touched away by... not sure the linesman, the assistant down there was certain of that, but he's given it to the home side. Anderson not impressed. Anderson, I think it was Smith who was there with him. Roy Anderson. Well, that was a corner. Sheffield United have it. 31 minutes gone. Potter draws it forward. Cut out by Kedwell. Hobden now. Oh, it's a loose touch, and his ball in field is picked off, and it's Peck once more for Sheffield United, trying to send the ball through the middle, looking for Lancashire. Fortunately for Charlton, took a deflection, and in the end, harmlessly into the arms of Kone. Again, Charlton gifting possession. And Kanu's just slipped at the wrong moment there, and Sheffield United have it back. Good turn from Lancashire. Into the box he goes. Down. I don't know. He goes down very easily. And the referee's there. There were two men round him. Thought at first, after he made his way into the box, he might have given a penalty there, the referee. But he's given it, I'm assuming, for what he saw to be the first challenge. He turned away from it. There wasn't a lot in that. If there was anything at all, maybe Mitchell in the initial contact, but it was a couple of yards away from there. But I think the referee given the home side a bit of a soft free kick here. If you're a Sheffield United fan, you won't think so. But Lancashire went to ground. Maybe the referee thought there was enough in the initial contact from Mitchell to warrant a free kick, and he was waiting to see if there was an advantage. Only he will know that. It's Peck in a very dangerous position here. Kone has to be at his best. Peck strides up, takes the shot. It's a high one, and it needed the tip over from the Charlton keeper. He's moved the goalpost in the process. Free kick was arrowing into that right-hand corner. Wasn't a lot of pace on it, but there was plenty of curve. It needed Ahmed Kone to tip it over the bar. In fairness, I think he had it covered all the way. It's a quick free kick, corner's taken, headed clear by Adigan. And Kedwell got in the end of it. He can. Touches it forward. Anderson can't get there. Met by Staniland, who sends it back across and to the right. There was a coming together in the edge of the box again. Sure what's been given here. May have gone out for a throw. Yes, on that Charlton right-hand corner, right deep into Charlton territory. Maybe Hobden to try and clear this away down the line. Managed it the first attempt. Second attempt has gone straight out again. Is that Sheffield United throw now? Apologies, I'm looking at the same picture you are, so we can't quite see what happened. To the corner it goes once more. Again, Charlton felt that came off a Sheffield United player, but once again the referee decides otherwise. Throwing comes in. Little touch from Smith into Angel. Ball into the box. Just about dealt with by Adigan. Sheffield United still in possession. Arblaster switches across to Sajdev. Riley comes out to meet him. Force him backwards. And then little touch into Arblaster once more, and he gets there ahead of Kedwell. Bauer skies his attempted clearance straight up in the air. Simway does really well to get there first, and then Adigan does equally well to maintain possession for Charlton. Good work from Anderson. Looking to send Kano on his way down the right-hand side. He's up against Angel, who just gets there first and gets it back to his keeper. Swipes it clear. Bauer with a header. That's going to go away for a Sheffield United throw. He felt he was pushed in the process by Stanilan. Not sure there was a lot in that, and the referee agrees. They have the throw. Good work from Kedwell. It looked like he had his shirt pulled down. The referee's right in front of that. Didn't see a thing. Fortunately, the assistant on the far side spotted it. But Charlton will have a free kick. 10 minutes to go to half-time. Charlton still a goal up, but been put under intense pressure from the home side as Mitchell brings the ball forward for Charlton. Down the line to Hobden. Hobden equally further down the line, looking for the run of Carnus. Potter meets that, sends it out of play. Certainly the right side of, as far as Charlton are concerned, has proven to be the most fruitful in terms of attacking intent. Hobden with the throw. Lieberman with a little back flick inside, but it's straight to Peck. Kedwell does well to win it back for Charlton. Back on it again, Kedwell. To Adigan. Good turn away. Down the left-hand side for Riley. Will he be able to keep this in? No, it's far too much on that. Sajdev wanders over to probably launch another prodigious throw forward. He takes about a 20-yard run up. Sorry, Sajdev. It'll be difficult to know. Fooled everybody by throwing it to the keeper. It's difficult to know for the referee exactly where the throw-in took place because he takes about a 20-yard run up. Anderson gets there first. Runs out of play, and Anderson just politely, I think, asking if the ball had come off Angel. Decision is no. It's away for a Sheffield United throw again. Roy Anderson, the Charlton captain, leading by example. Thunders into the challenge, concedes another throw. Ball backwards to Potter. Side of him is Peck, who's very deep collecting this ball. Sends it across to the right-hand side, and Sajdev cuts inside Riley. Adigan's there as well, and the referee judges that Adigan just cut across his man, trying to get to the ball. Home side will have another free kick. Referee might want that back a few yards. And does. I think it's Josh Smith to send this ball forward. It just takes exactly the same yardage as the referee told him he couldn't. Takes it short into Peck. Brings it into the box. There's an offside flag up there, I think. Sheffield United, you'll feel that that's a little bit of a waste. And with coming up to 38 minutes gone here at the Randox Heath Sheffield United Academy, Charlton under-18s still a goal up here. Goal given to them by Daniel Kanu after 5 minutes. Separates the two sides here. Wait for there's Nedigan just doing his laces up, trying to eat as much time as possible. The referee will probably have a word in a second if he hasn't already from distance. Kone sends this ball forward. Anderson competing with the ball, but Sheffield United bring it away. It's Lancashire back to his right-hand side, well read by Bauer. Charlton no lose out in midfield again. Williams tees up on Smith on their left. Looks to try and curl that one in, I think, and he's claiming it might have taken a deflection. Lancashire got on the end of it, but couldn't head it goalwards. And again, Charlton just struggling to get the ball out from defence through midfield. Sheffield United pouncing once more, but this time Smith couldn't directly shot goalwards. Again, Kone just trying to eat up a little bit of time as we head towards the end of the first half. Still 6 minutes though, plus there is probably a little bit of added time, a couple of injuries, first to Hiddleston and then to Peck for Sheffield United as Kanu tries to tee up Anderson. Potter on hand to head it clear. Sheffield United manager Derek Geary, I think that might be. Tried down the line, Lieberman just couldn't get it under control, ran out of room on that right hand side. We could have done with a shout to say he could have just let it go and run onto it. Angle with a throw down the line, flicked inside, looking for the run of Williams. Gets the ball in, but straight to Riley. Can he pounce Riley? He's gone through one challenge, then the second. Referee says there was no foul there, but Bauer cuts out the attempted ball forward. And a thunderous challenge. Maintains possession for Charlton. Out here to Adigan, inside to Anderson. Little touch in, looking for Lieberman. Heads it sensibly left, looking for Bauer, who may still get there. Behind him is Kedwell. Ball into the box. Touch from Lieberman. Back to Anderson. Anderson. Good spell of Charlton possession here. Hobden back into the box. Headed clear by Pitan, and Sheffield United can bring it forward. It's a long ball down the line. Mitchell going across there. Peck looking interested, but he gets it back to Kone. Takes a touch. Kone finds Mitchell once more. But at least a decent bit of possession for Charlton, which we haven't enjoyed for a good few minutes, it has to be said. Probably about 20. See if we can continue that towards the end of the first half as Hobden goes down the line looking for... Well, he's looking for Adigan to run into the channel, but it went straight out of play. That's something Charlton really need to stop doing, giving possession straight back to the hosts. Send the ball forward. Simway with the header. Hobden trying to head it further on. Anderson back and covering, does well. Kone gets distance on it this time. It's an easy header for Pitan. Straight up in the air. Kedwell gets there first. Finds Adigan. Adigan looking for a white shirt in support. It's provided by Hobden. Again looking into the channel, asking for runners. Anderson provides that. Dealt with by Angle initially. Kanu shielding the ball. It's found Adigan. He's trying to switch it across to Riley. Keeper comes out and should claim that and does. And instantly sends it forward. But far too much on that. And the only thing Kanu has to worry about is the bounce. He takes a few steps back to make sure he isn't caught out. Mitchell got Hobden to his right. Under pressure, Hobden releases it further right hand side to Kanu. Just tackled by Angle, and Sheffield United have it back. Peck with the turn, takes the shot down the right hand side again. Kone had it covered, I think, but it wasn't a million miles away from that right hand post. Kone's right hand post, that is. Once again, Charlton just losing out in possession. Kanu thought he had a little bit more time. Angle snapped in the challenge. There's a ball from Arblaster, picked out Peck. His shot not a million miles away from getting the equaliser. Lieberman will jump. Fortuitously falls to Potter. Sends it forward. Back Lancashire, but can't control that. Comes off his toes and away for another Charlton goal kick. I think Charlton will be quite happy to go in at half-time with the scoreline as it is, because the home side, Sheffield United, have certainly put Charlton under pressure after the opening quarter of an hour, and will feel probably that they should be back at least on level terms as Hobden brings it forward. Down the right-hand side, again sent it in the channel. This time Anderson pursuing it, but too much on that ball, and it's going to have to play for a goal kick. One thing Charlton do have in their favour, as we found out in the semi-final, is the strength in depth on that bench. That's Brian Hugh, Josh Lekareta-Bua, Ejir Laraway's on the bench. Talula Dapo. Got good players on that bench, Charlton, and they may be needed here this afternoon if Charlton want to come away with a victory. Good work from Kedwell. It's taken out just after he played the ball, and I think that's a little bit of retribution. I think Sheffield United might have felt there was an initial foul from Kedwell on Peck. He just maybe saw a little bit of red mist, but he's done well to just pick up. Oh, that's a tad harsh. And maybe it's because he felt he was fouled in the first place, and the referee may feel he took some retribution there, but I don't think it was the worst challenge in the world, and whether it deserved a yellow card is a debatable point, but very early on in the game as well. in the first half. Peck finds himself in the referee's book. Charlton have a free kick, and they won't mind that at all, the Addicts. It just makes a little bit of the sting out of the game because they've been under pressure. Mitchell sends the ball forward. Sheffield United deal with it though, and it's Angel who sends it back forward. Sure, not going to be able to keep that in play. It's away for a Charlton throw. Head towards the 45th minute. So there will be a couple of minutes, I think, of added time. We won't know for sure because there aren't any boards at these type of games. So it'll be down to the referee, I'm afraid. Lieberman can't get to the throw. Edwell can't get to it either, and the ball into the box looking for Lancashire almost found him as well, but good defending by combination of Mitchell and Bauer, and then Kone coming out to claim. Lancashire is a physical presence, and Charlton had to be strong there, and we were. Then forward, Lieberman can't get. Engel heads it back forward. Little touch from Peck, looking for Lancashire once more. Mitchell again on the cover. No, they've been in the game. Combination of Mitchell and Asimwe in the centre half positions. Blaster goes towards Smith. Read by Hobden, clears it away to added time. Smith on the right, trying to tee up Angel. Covered. Dealt with, but it'll be another Sheffield United throw. Again, Smith on it. Ball into the box, well read by Kebwell. Touch into Lieberman. Thought about hitting it first time, now does so. Goes towards Adigan. Kebwell tries to send Adigan away again, and Pittan having to deal with this. Gets it back to his keeper. Under pressure from Adigan, kept his run going. After not managed to clear it away. Might still have an opportunity before the end of this first half to mount an attack. Sajdev on their right hand side. Up against Bauer. That's a good tackle by Toby Bauer, but it's run Sheffield United away once more. Peck out to the right and Staniland. Finds Sajdev. Staniland continues his run. Bauer across there, deals with it, and has to concede the corner. Charlton, seconds remaining of this first half, have to deal with the corner. It was 2 minutes of added time we're hearing. Very surprised if this is a short one. Ball sent into the box. The deep one. Sajdev's back there, as is Angel. But Lieberman struggling to deal with it, and his long legs manages to get there. And that the referee might have spotted a foul in there. As free kick's gone Charlton's way. Quite see what that was for. Unless there was an offside when the header came back into the box. Sadly, won't know exactly. Well, we do know it's a Charlton free kick. It may well be the last action of this first half as the ball sent forward. Looking for Lieberman. Heads it forward. Kanu, can he get on the end of it? Engel does well, in fact, to deal with that. Defends it away, and that is the half-time whistle. And here at the Randox Heath Sheffield United Academy, it's Charlton who have the lead. 1-0 going in at half-time. It was Daniel Kanu that gave them the lead. After 5 minutes, it was great work down the right-hand side between Kanu and Anderson. Anderson's ball across, looking for Lieberman, was blocked away, but Kanu had set Anderson up in the first place, kept his run going, and was on the end of it to bury it with some style to add to his 40 goals already this season. And so here, up in Sheffield, in this Under-18 Professional Development League 2 playoff final, Charlton have the lead as we go into half-time here on Charlton TV. We'll leave you with the highlights, and then we'll be back for all the action and all the second half action live here on Charlton TV.
sharp knife penetrating my soul. It's like a dark night waiting for my life to unfold. There's a sharp knife penetrating my soul. It's like a dark night waiting for my life to unfold. Magnetic energy sparks my insanity, pulling me into another. It's all love hate. There's no other. Magnetic energy sparks my insanity, pulling me into another. It's all love hate. There's no other. Look at me, but don't just assume. Another story hangs over you. We seek ourselves, finding the truth. Once focused on dark, all fade into blue. Creating and evolving comes first. Mind eclipse beginning at birth. Every day we pave the way. Got nothing to lose, got nothing to prove. So if you think you got a shot, don't stop, just fire away. It's alright. here to stay. I'm here to stay. It's time to live and see the light. Take the time to fight and do what's right. Gotta take it on one step at a time. I'm gonna open my eyes to a brand new day. Open my eyes to a brand new day. Open my eyes to a brand new day. We hear the battle cry. Tonight is do or die. We fight and you will see. Addicts to victory. We're an army in the valley now, on a mission, gonna tear it down. Eyes upon you, all adrenaline and determined for a clean sheet win. We will win, we will win, a clean sheet win. We will win. We hear the battle cry. Tonight is do or die. We fight and you will see. Addicts to victory. Jogging down the line. Racing against the tide. Follow us and see. Addicts to victory. We hear the battle cry. Tonight is do or die. We fight and you will see. Addicts to victory.
Well, welcome back to this Under-18 Professional Development League 2 player final. Only just joined us, just missed the kickoff, my apologies. The game restarted a lot quicker than most people expected. But it is Charlton who have got the ball and are attacking on our left-hand side. Ball inside to Anderson, under pressure. Anderson does really well. Ball back across to Obden's fizzed across and he couldn't deal with it. Charlton under pressure almost immediately in this second half. Referee calling for another ball. A couple of things just to mention. First, it's being played here at the Randox Health Sheffield United Academy. I've been saying Heath because I can't read my own writing. Thanks to my sister for pointing that out. And the other thing, why are we playing it here and not another stadium? Charlton Stadium is being resurfaced as we speak. And the Sheffield United Bramall Lane Stadium is being prepared as Riley tries to pounce on the loose bit of work from the Sheffield United defence. It should run out. It's a throw-in right by the right-hand corner flag. The Bramall Lane is being prepared for goalkeeper trying to pretend it was a goal kick, but it's definitely a throw-in. Although with Sajdev's throw, it could be a goal kick, to be fair. Got a prodigious throw on him, as you'll see in a second. Yeah, Bramall Lane's being prepared for the Women's 2022 Euros. How far did he throw out of that? It went out by the corner flag. He's taken 20 yards out of that. So that's the reason, sadly, that neither side are able to play it at their stadium. So Charlton travelled all the way to Sheffield United Academy set up, and that's where this final is being played. Doesn't make the game any less important, and it's Charlton who have the lead currently as Hobden, a loose touch, then scrambled to try and make the best of it. Got away with it momentarily as Mitchell trying to shrug off the attentions of Lancashire. And Lancashire, according to the referee, has done that illegally, so it'll be a Charlton free kick. You'll also notice that there's no sound on this picture. Sadly, connection between camera and our live stream up there are utilising the Sheffield United camera by, as far as I'm aware, not produce sound as Anderson takes a heavy knock, goes down. Referee judges that to be fine, and we play on. Mitchell with a touch, but it's dropped Sheffield United's way. Hobden does well to intercept that ball up to Lieber and try a little back flick, and he's going to chase his own flick. Kedwell's on hand to make sure Charlton retain possession. It's out here with Riley. Bauer makes a run on his outside. Ball inside to Adigan. He's tried to release Bauer again. Cleared away. Should be a Charlton throw. It's shaping up. I think they've given that to Sheffield United. I'm sure that came off anybody. But it's been given the home side's way. The referee will be interested to see how he deals with this one, because Sajdev instead it goes short and goes backwards to Pitern. Risky ball across, and Potter's giving it straight to Adigan, who's a heavy touch. Charlton still have it in possession. Hobden with the ball forward. Headed clear. On by Angel. Sheffield United to attack. Ball launched into towards the Charlton penalty area. Kone comfortably deals with that. If you are just joining us, it's Charlton who have the lead. Lead given to us by Daniel Kanu. His 41st of the season after 5 minutes. Great work following up his own ball in. Anderson attempted ball for Lieber, not quite finding his mark, but Kanu on hand to finish in some style. Lieber now judged to have conceded the free kick, and it's not going to be taken from there. The referee wants a word with Miles Lieber here. And he's actually having a word with the Sheffield United player as Potter, who's a bit angry with the challenge from Lieber. No other punishment forthcoming. Only one booking so far, and that's Sadie Peck. Got his name in the referee's notebook just before half time, and it's Sadie Peck on the ball now. Good footwork. Ball out to the left hand side. Smith trying to tee up Peck again. That's well covered by Kedwell all the way across, but he's conceded the corner. Charlton, as they were in the last half an hour or so of that first half, under pressure from the home side as they try and get back into this game. Peck, short one. Finds Williams, gets it back. Taking on Bauer. Did that go out of play? According to the officials. Come across here to Arblaster, takes a shot. Kone with the save. Down to his left-hand side. Parries it away. And there'll be a throw into Sheffield United, who have started the game, second half rather, the same way they finished the first. On the front foot. Charlton thought that had gone out. Nothing given, and it ricocheted across here to Arblaster, whose shot was saved well by Kone. Adigan with a flicked header goes out, only out to Smith. His attempt is blocked away by Anderson. Potter now for Sheffield United, trying to tee it up into the box. I think that's for Peck, but far too much on that. And Charlton will have a goal kick, but instantly in this first half, the Addicts under pressure. Flicked on. That's good work from Anderson. Potter just got there first, and Anderson prevented Sheffield United from progressing down the left-hand side, but ball out of play for a Sheffield United throw. Down the line, that's referee saying that Angel had taken too much. Pretty sure he just threw it from the same place anyway. As ball flicked inside. The same way he deals with that. Riley on the left-hand side in support. So it's a poor ball into Bauer, who manages to retrieve the situation from a poor touch from Williams. Tries to lever it forward, looking for, I think he was looking for Lieburn, didn't find it. Sheffield United have it back. All right, inside ball into the box for Williams. Drags it back across. A little back flick from Lancashire. Blocked away, and it's as well that it was. Charlton survive, and the ball up to Kanu on that right-hand side. Comes inside his man, Kanu. Corner of the penalty area. Trying to take on Angel. Kanu. In support on his right-hand side is Hobden. Launched the ball into the box, looking for Lieburn. Gets a touch, Lieburn. Oh, and it's just gone past the post. Charlton, having been under pressure in the opening minutes of this second half, almost snatched a second. Good work from Kanu on the right-hand side. Hobden in support. Sent it into the penalty area. Looking for Lieburn. Not quite coming to his head. Drops to his feet. And the little touch takes it past the post. The Addicts so close to going 2-0 up, having been under pressure for a considerable amount of time. Did that is the referee judged to have come off a Sheffield United player? It does look that way. Charlton will have a corner. Last touch must have come off a Sheffield United player. Didn't see that in the original coverage. Charlton won't complain about that at all. Did well with the corner. Sends it in. Cleared away, and then clearance further upfield to Williams. Good work from Hobden, but it's run the way of Stanley Land, and he sends it long, looking for Arblaster, and it's going to find him right-hand corner of the Charlton penalty area. Simway across, gets a foot in, and concedes the corner. And from a corner at one end, goes straight up. The referee's given a penalty. Oh, how can that be possible? Oh, the referee... I mean, I need to see that again, but the referee has given a penalty there. The ball on the Charlton right-hand side, Arblaster takes on a Simway. He clearly got the ball there, surely. Oh, that is a really harsh decision from the referee. Oh, and I don't know how far away he was from the action. The referee, he's not a million miles away, but as the ball is touched down, let's look at it again. Was there any touch on the ball? I mean, it's almost actually probably difficult to tell, but how the referee has given a penalty there, I am not sure. I think he's actually going to book a Simway as well. But Charlton will feel really hard done by it here. As Lancashire prepares to take this penalty. And Charlton, having defended stoutly for half an hour in that second half, and the opening minutes of this, in the first half rather than the opening minutes of this second half, have to face a penalty, which is highly contentious. Lancashire with it, steps forward. And he misses, it's off the post and back into the Sheffield United captain, who pounces. And Sheffield United do have the equaliser. Really tough on Charlton, not only at the conceding the penalty, which was contentious, but then Kone, I think, touched that onto the post. And the only place it could go to punish the Addicts would be straight back to the taker, who gets the equaliser. Penalty to Kone's right-hand side. He did get a touch, and it's come off the post straight back to the Sheffield United captain. And after 55 minutes, 10 minutes into the second half, it's 1-1 here. And, well, depends how things go this afternoon. There'll be certainly some questions asked by Hamza Serrar at the awarding of that penalty. But Charlton have to dust themselves down and go again. Sheffield United back on the front foot here, and they'll have their tails up after going back into it. And they'll probably feel, in terms of the way the game's panned out since Charlton have gone a goal ahead, they feel they're deserved of being on level terms. But Kanu now looking to get Charlton back in front. Ball into the box, can't find Lieburn. Sheffield United deal with that and come away. Ambitious strike, and Kone watches it all the way. Dealt with it comfortably in the end. But I mentioned in the first half that Sheffield United went a goal down to Colchester, and at half-time came out for the second half, all guns blazing, and ended up 20-minute spell. And Charlton are under a similar pressure, but that's great work from Mitchell to back across defending, and he'll have his heart in his mouth as making that challenge, given the method in which Sheffield United equalised by a challenge from a sim where it looked like he got the ball. The referee decided otherwise, gave the penalty. And I say Colchester were put to the sword in the second half. 20-minute spell in the second half. Charlton will be anxious to make sure they repel Sheffield United, who will have their tails up here. I think if you're a neutral watching the game, you'll probably think, well, maybe Sheffield United deserve to be back on level terms. I think it's the method in which that game will irk certainly Charlton fans and Charlton players. Mitchell sends it forward, headed away by Angel. Charlton will have a throw. Hobden sends this down the line, looking for Lieburn. He gets something on it. Couldn't direct it inwards, and it's gone out of play for throw into the home side. Again, I think the referee saying that Angel had taken too much space ahead of the throw. Not so well. How many chances are you going to give him before calling it a foul throw? He's actually punished him by sending him back another 10 yards. Or perhaps because he knows he's going to take a 10-yard run-up. Anderson gets his head to that throw, but it's Arblaster who picks it up for Sheffield. Charlton deal with it again. Mitchell goes backwards. A risky ball back to Kone, who just about gets there. The Simway helped him out in the process, and then Adigan tries to send Riley on his way on the left. Sajdev back there. Riley trying to get to it, and is that a corner or just be a goal kick? Charlton may look again to the bench. It was something that worked for us in the semi-final. Clearance goes down the line. Bauer beyond him. Felt he was fouled in that, but nothing given. Being sent back as well. Do well to take a 15-yard run up here. It looks for Lieburn. Gets a flick on it. Dealt with by Sajdev. Ball in field to Williams. Little touch looking for Peck. It's run through to Staniland. Ball into the box looking for Lancashire. Is too far for him. Maybe kept in on that far side by Smith. And is up against Mitchell. Smith goes inside. Ball across straight to the hands of Kone. Be really frustrated that he got his hands to that penalty, and then the post sent him back to the taker. He had no chance with the rebound. Sheffield United come forward once more. Peck looks to the right-hand side in the run of Standerland. His ball into the box is a first-time one, and it's met by Peck, who kept his run going, and he'll be disappointed with that finish, I think. Having made the run unchecked, ball in from Standerland was a good one. Met the Sheffield United 7 on the full, but he couldn't keep it down. Decent effort, decent chance for the home side. Charlton. My man down, it's Anderson. Looks like it might be a bit of cramp. Charlton do have options on the bench. Not necessarily a like-for-like replacement for Anderson, who's still stretching it out there. The same way. Brings it across to the right-hand side. Asking a lot of Hobden, who's under pressure from Smith, but he does well, Oliver Hobden. Looks down the line. That's intercepted. So Hobden, I think, was fouled in the process, and Charlton will have a free kick. Important few minutes coming up for Charlton. They've got to ride a bit of a storm. I mean, they've had to in the first half anyway. But now Sheffield United are back on level terms, and they'll look to pounce. And loose balls like that won't help. Bauer gives it straight to Sajdev. Now he finds Staniland. Looking to cross the ball, gets it across, straight to Asimwe though. Brings it out. Nathan Asimwe. Ball out, little touch from Lieben, looking to find Adigan. Almost came off as well, but read by Potter. Clearance. That's O'Reilly. Sajdev does well, but Kedwell does even better to win it back for Charlton and bring it forward. Lovely ball into the feet of Adigan. Oh, he just couldn't make the most of it, Adigan. And Sheffield United pounce, and in Asimwe's challenge, finds Anderson. Out to the right-hand side and Kanu. Anderson keeps his run going. Kanu uses him as a decoy. Comes inside. Daniel Kanu looks to take the shot. It's blocked away. Edwell will retrieve it for Charlton. To Bauer. Lieben offers himself in support. Back to Bauer. Just showed a little bit too much of that, although the ball, I think he didn't want the ball to his feet. I think he wanted it on the run. Just explaining that to Mars Lieben. Challenge from Sajdev comes back off Bauer, and it should be a Sheffield United throw, I think. Very interesting to hear Hamza Sarar's thoughts on that penalty. I suspect some of them can probably have to tone it down as Charlton make the first substitution. Riley's coming off, and Ryan Hugh, who made such a difference when he came on in the semi-final, bagging one of the goals. Can he make the same impact, Ryan Hugh? Simway's header goes backwards. Sheffield United almost pouncing on it. So Bauer now tries to go past his man. Looked like it was Staniland who just pushed him off. Charlton will have a free kick. Bauer with it. Quickly taken. Switch the play across to Hobden. Hobden takes in his stride, but it's a heavy touch, and Anderson retrieves the situation for Charlton on that right-hand side. Ball down the line. Hobden kept his run going on that right side and managed just to win a throw. Throw into the feet of Kanu. Back to Hobden. Looks to launch this into the box. It does so. Lieben can't get there. Potter clears it away, but Charlton will have a throw in an advanced position on that right-hand side. He got a knock there. Just looked a little weary as he went across towards Hobden taking the throw. Lieben trying to make space, but it is Kanu. Gets it back to Hobden. Sends it into the box this time. Potter there first for Sheffield United. They clear it away upfield to Lancashire. Across to the right. Sajdev up against Adigan. Ball into the middle. Peck turns. Asimwe tries to close him down. Ball in is cut out by Mitchell. He finds Anderson with the header. Anderson swipes it clear up towards Kanu. Takes a touch. A little bit of a shirt pull, but nothing given. And guilty that shirt pull, then gets the ball forward. Up to Lancashire, but couldn't control it. Charlton clear it away. Lieben looking to get beyond the Sheffield United defence, but the ball, far too much on it, will roll through to Hiddleston, who drops it to his feet and then sends it forward. Good header by Hobden. Sheffield United still in possession. Kedwell, they're battling for it, gets a foot in, has to concede the throw. So he got an elbow in the arm there. Nothing given from the official as Lancashire sends the ball across. That's taking a deflection off of Mitchell. It'll be a Sheffield United corner. 65.5 minutes gone in this game. Charlton in the last few minutes look like they might be mounting a counter-attack, but certainly for the second half of that, well, not even second half, the last half hour of that first half and the opening 20 minutes of this second half, it's been mostly the home side that have dictated the play. Charlton have had to defend. Complaining about the challenge he got. It was Kedwell was in the challenge. He's already taken a whack to his nose and he's going to have it treated once more. bit more chirping perhaps at the referee for that penalty decision. I wouldn't mind guessing. That smarted as he squeezed it, the physio on Peck's nose, so maybe slightly more damage. Collision that happened in the first half and taken another bit of a knock on it, which I'm sure will hurt. Restart with the Sheffield United corner. In it comes. Headed away by Adigan. Back to the corner taker. Smith, who sends it in. He's unhappy with the delivery. Goes too far, but Sheffield United still have it. Arblaster out to Peck, who's just come back on. Peck trying to get past Asimwe. Finds Arblaster once more. It's good work from Asimwe to come back, but Sheffield United pounce on the loose ball once more. Charlton just struggling to get her away, but Anderson does really well on 2 occasions, but still Sheffield United have it, and it's a sliding challenge by Obden. He'll feel he got the ball, but referee will feel that's reckless, and he'll be in the book here. Obden, it was a firm challenge. I think he got the ball, but I think the referee and most people will accept that he went through Peck to get there. It's first Charlton booking of the afternoon. More importantly, it's a Sheffield United free kick, a very central position. Peck and Arblaster over, they're sending Pitan forward. Potter is already forward. Like Peck may have a strike at this. A low one, blocked away by Anderson. Ball back in, cleared away by Lieber. Thundered in then from Angel, but he couldn't keep that under control. It harmlessly goes away. I think that's going to end up as a Charlton goal kick. Quickly taken to Mitchell under pressure. Mitchell across the Hobden. Equally under pressure, with his temporary clearance out. Comes off of Smith, and it'll be a Charlton throw. Something that Charlton did in the semi-final. I wonder if they'll repeat the process, bringing on Lakaratibua and putting Asimwe on the right-hand side, who offers a little bit more attacking intent as a right wing-back stroke full-back. Sheffield United head it clear. Through to Mitchell. Go back to Kone. Pressure from Williams. Goes back out to Mitchell. Time Lancashire closes him down and pulls back Mitchell as he tries to go past him. I think in the first team game that'll be a booking, but probably not in this one. Kone has it for the Addicts. Sends it forward. Touch from Anderson, looking for Kanu. Almost found him now. Hugh can't get on the loose ball. Kedwell does. And he's just fouled his man in the process, and that looked a little harsh. Two men going for the same ball. Kedwell currently down with cramp. Referee certainly has any loose decisions, I should say. He's just giving Anderson a bit of a talking to, who's questioning the decision. I think certainly had this been a home game for the Addicts, there'd be a bit of crowd noise telling the referee what they thought of a couple of decisions he's made, not least the penalty, which has brought the home side level. A lot of work from Adigan on Kedwell's cramp. Kedwell, who didn't play in the semi. So on the bench, an unused sub on the bench, so maybe game time may be an issue for that cramp. As good work from Bauer to intercept the ball forward, but Sheffield United still have it. Sajdev trying to make his way down the left-hand side, and then Adigan, adjudged to have blocked off Tajdev, and again, decision that Charlton will contest. But the decision has been made, and it's a Sheffield United free kick. Our blaster. Not entirely sure what he wants to do with this, so he'll end up, I'm sure, knocking it into the box. And it comes, headed clear by Leeburn. And then chases his own header. Smith, well tackled by Kanu on this occasion. Kanu back there helping out, sends it forward. Leeburn the target, I'm sure, but Potter gets there first. Header into space. Met by Anderson. Kanu tried to go past his man and he's lost possession. And Sheffield United bring it forward. Peck into the box. Goes one way, then the other. Gets the shot away. Comes off Kone's knees. Oh, anyway, any clearance will do. And now Hugh will bring it away for Charlton. On this left-hand side. Oh, he slips over again at a vital minute. He does well to try and retrieve the situation, but Sheffield United have it. Peck once more. Ball into the box. Should be dealt with by Mitchell and his little touch to Kedwell. Charlton composed, trying to bring the ball out to Kanu. Kanu's ball in field to Anderson. He's late challenge, but Charlton have advantage here on that right-hand side. Referee's played advantage. Give him credit for that. Back to Mitchell. So Charlton just a sting gone out of that attack as Charlton go backwards to retain possession. Bauer forward looking for the run of Adigan, but it's too far ahead of him. It's away for a goal kick. Just for a second there, I thought the referee had blown for a free kick. We haven't got the noise here, as you've probably gathered. We are not getting any sound from the Sheffield United cameras at this end. I'm apologising for that. Hiddleston gets the goal kick away. Asimwe taking a ride on the back of Lancashire. Referee plays on. Smith, ball into the box, looking for Peck. Cut out by Kedwell to find Kone. Lifts it forward. Dealt with by Potter. Firm header forward. Again Peck on it. Then taking on Mitchell. Peck looking for a shot. Instead goes out right to Staniland. And the ball back across. It's dealt with and finished by Williams. And the home side have the lead after 73 minutes. Sheffield United after their dominance for the majority of this second half, have got back into the lead. I say back into the lead, have taken the lead for the first time in this game. Harsh on Charlton, but Williams was unmarked at that far post. Whether that ball across was meant for him is a debatable one, but Charlton have to come back from 2-1 down in this final. The Addicts have had to concede a fair amount of possession to their hosts since opening the scoring, and have now succumbed. And after 75 minutes, coming up to 75 minutes, the Addicts 2-1 down here in this final. Leeburn has to go backwards to Asimwe. Well, Hamza Sarrar shake things up, bring some substitutes on. We'll see. Mitchell out to Hobden. Hobden tempted ball towards Kanu's cut out. Sheffield United have it back, and that's been the story of a fair amount of this game. Charlton conceding possession far too readily, but Sheffield United on this occasion not able to capitalise on it. Similar story to the semi-final against Colchester for Sheffield United. They were handed quite a number of their opportunities, and Charlton seem to have caught the same bug as Adigan tries to send Anderson away on the right-hand side. Too much on that. Well, the Addicts had to come back from being behind in the semi-final in some spectacular fashion. They'll need to do so again here. They need a change from the bench to do so. Throw comes forward. Kedwell intercepts. It'll flick on by Hugh. Trying to find Kanu, can't. Sheffield United clear it away. Charlton will have a throw. And we know from past experience you can't write the addicts off. Trying to come back into this game now. Hugh beaten to it by Potter, but Adigan sends the header forward looking for Anderson, but it runs out of room. Will be a goal kick to Sheffield United. Can't write the addicts off, as I say. Sheffield United will do so at their peril as the addicts prepare to make 2 substitutions. Coming on will be Saeed Kamara and Josh Lakaretabua. A composed centre-half, Lakaretabua. Kamara coming on as well. I haven't seen who's gone off as yet. Try and update you with that as and when I get that information. But probably means that Simwe will go to the right-hand side and Lakaretabua in the middle. You mean that Anderson's gone off, but we'll catch up with that in a second as Sheffield United bring it forward into the penalty area and Williams. Ball back across. Kone deals with that comfortably, and yeah, Simwe's gone to the right, so it may mean Hobden has gone off. As that happened in the semi-final as well, with Lakaretabua taking his place in the middle alongside Mitchell. Simwe on this right-hand side. Anderson's still there, so maybe Kedwell, who was just suffering with a little bit of cramp, as the other fellow who's gone off, but we'll see as Hugh tries to get there ahead of Stanyland. Liebman with a flick on. Hugh couldn't take it in the stride, and Sheffield United clear. Charlton looking to get back into this game. Kamara on the left, combined with Anderson. Sheffield United clear it away, only as far as Bauer. Kamara to his left-hand side. Let's just run away from Saeed Kamara. Sheffield United have the throw. Certainly Hobden, one of the players off there. Riley has already made way. Right down the line. Bauer. Rather fortuitously gets the bounce and sends it forward. Sheffield United deal with that, send it back from where it came. We're judging that Liebman fouled Sajdev after the release, so Sheffield United will have a free kick. Charlton have 11 minutes of normal time remaining to get back into this game. Certainly we know from past experience they're more than capable of doing so. Hiddleston with the free kick away. Down the left-hand side. Read by Kamara. Concedes the throw. Najdev's got a decent bit of space to make to take the run, to get this thrown long if he chooses to. Instead, go short into the feet of Lancashire, trying to hold it up in the corner. There's a whole melee going on there, and the ball's still in play. Kamara taken out by Sajdev, and Charlton will have a free kick. Kedwell trying to get to the ball, and all sorts of hand pushing and shoving as Charlton try to get to the ball quick, and Sheffield United understandably trying to stop it happening. They might want a word of Sheffield United captain. They want to be spoken to by the referee, and also Kedwell over there as well. And both might find themselves in the referee's book for that. Certainly Kedwell has been booked. And so has Lancashire, the scorer of the penalty, contentious one that was given to the home side to bring them level. Kone with the free kick. Be clear. As Kedwell, Anderson tries to send Simwe away on the right-hand side, and he's in possession of Simwe. Tries to get it out further right. Good work from Simwe and Anderson, but they've in the end they've lost possession. It's out here with Williams. Mitchell trying to prevent him going forward. Williams still on it, ball across, cut out by Lakaretabua at the expense of a corner. That'll be the danger now as Charlton look to get back on level terms. Sheffield United will look to hit them on the break. Corner to Sheffield United. Short one into Arblaster. Keep it in that corner and get another corner out of it from Bauer. Quite happy with 8 minutes of normal time remaining to eat up the time as much as they can. Sheffield United, they've got their noses in front. Keeping it in that corner. Duke back out there trying to prevent Sheffield United from keeping it there. Would have fouled Arblaster in the process, according to the referee. Peck trying to say that the ball's not quite right. Corner taken once more. I'll do exactly the same thing here. Sheffield. Anderson. Oh dear. Peck complaining that the ball in the place to him in the midriff from Anderson was too hard and it hurt. Not quite sure why the referee's given Charlton a free kick there, but he has. Just to confirm, Charlton have made substitution. Hannigan was the other player off for Charlton for another set two there, and quite what I think Anderson, little swipe. More frustration spilling over from Charlton, and Sheffield United would be quite happy for that to continue. There's Anderson, a little swipe out at Angel, who took exception to it. I think the referee has given a free kick for it. Or he's actually given a throw, actually. It was either looked to me like it was, if he's going to give that decision, it had to be a Sheffield United free kick, but he's given the throw, probably because Zango can take more distance on it. Throw goes straight to Anderson. Little ball across to Bauer. He sends it forward. Little flick on by Liban into Kanu's path. Kanu holds the ball up. Support from Asimwe. Ball into the box, a deep one, but too deep, too high, too far across, and it's away for a goal kick. I think Charlton will be quite happy that Sheffield United are looking to eat the time up, because it means they're not going forward, which hopefully, if you're an Addicts fan, will present more opportunities for Charlton to get back on level terms in the 5 and a bit minutes remaining of a normal time. Hiddleston with the goal kick. Lancashire loses out. Charlton have it back as a ball into the box looking for Leeburn. Can Hugh get there into the box? He can, but it's just a heavy touch. Heavy second touch. Goes out of play for a Sheffield United goal kick. Potter in with the challenger, stayed down. So Hugh just for a second there. Looked like he might be able to break in towards the 6-yard box, but that heavy second touch took it away from him. It may have been offside or a free kick. Well, the referee's given a free kick for something. Not entirely sure what. But that's been taken out to the right-hand side of Simway. It's something on it for a Sheffield United throw. I think if you're analysing the game up to this point, you can... Sheffield United being ahead probably on the run of play, you may think is justified, because they have had the majority of the chances and certainly the possession. As a flick into the box has dropped Lancshire's way, but he straight to Kamara. Sends it long. Long and into space, but no Charlton player there. But I think if you're a Charlton player and fan, the nature in which Sheffield United got back on level terms something that will probably stay in the memory and will hurt for a while, because the decision was a poor one from my perspective, probably most Charlton players and fans' perspective, as the goal kick almost picked off in the midfield by Charlton. Send it long, Lancashire up against Lakaretabou. Gets his head there. According to the official, climbed all over Lancashire to get to that, and so it'll be a free kick to Sheffield. Lancashire will stay down for a while, I suspect. Yeah, the second goal, Charlton can't do anything about. It was a good move on the right-hand side, and Charlton not picking their players up. But the damage had already been done with the equaliser, and the questions asked of that man in the picture there to quite how he gave that penalty. Charlton have to deal with it. They try and get back into this game. 2.5 minutes left of normal time, plus any added time that comes Charlton's way. Short one into Arblaster. Will keep it in that corner, you feel. Duke trying to get there. That should be a Charlton throw, and it is. Anderson quickly into Bauer. Bauer's got to send this forward. It's blocked away by Williams. Another Charlton throw right by the corner flag. Down the line, looking for Leeburn. Flicks on. Dev does likewise. Leeburn again with the header forward. Rises again. Gets his foot to it, but can't steer it to another white shirt. And Blaster brings it forward for Sheffield. Pursued by Kedwell. Does really well, Kedwell, to get there first as well. Down the line, looking for Carnu, but it's blocked away. This time by Angel, who sends it forward. Up towards Lancashire. Mitchell with the foot in. Charlton have it back. Asimwe. Looked like it might have been fouled over there on the right-hand side. Referee deems otherwise, but that's great work from Anderson to win it back for Charlton. Into Kedwell. Turns inside. Oh, he gives the free kick, and the Charlton fans and players are incensed by that, because they had possession, Charlton going forward, and the referee stops it and brings it back. Anderson, Asimwe in possession. Charlton now having to go backwards and across because Sheffield United are back in place. It's across here to Bauer. Bauer sends it forward. Looking for Leeburn. Lovely flick on into Hughes' path. Hughes trying to set up Carnu in the box. Carnu, he's adjudged to have been offside. Painful for Charlton as we hit the 89th minute. Good work down there. First Bauer with the ball forward. Lovely flick on by Leeburn into Hughes' path. Hughes then teed up Carnu, but he was offside. Daniel Carnu. Chance goes into the last minute of normal time. We won't know how many minutes are added to this. Only the referee will be able to know that, and we're won't be a party to that decision. It's a nudge in the back of Lakaretabou, goes unpunished. Be a throw into the home side. In no hurry to take it, as you would expect. Sajdev goes down the line. Flick on by Lancashire into the Williams. Williams back into Lancashire. He's into the penalty area now. Sheffield United captain looking to seal it. That's a great save by Kone, and he's going to have to do it again. Charlton struggled to get it clear, but just about do it now. But it's a free kick in there. I'm not entirely sure what for, but it's taken. The referee wants it taken from, or wants to speak to somebody. And he's doing his best to stop the game flowing, the referee. As we're into added time. Kone with this free kick. Can Charlton mount one last push? Strike forward. Anderson out to the right hand side and Asimwe. He's got Kedwell on the overlap. Cunts inside Asimwe to Anderson, who now tries to release Kedwell, but it doesn't find its mark. And Sheffield United clear it away. Mitchell across there to deal with it. Only succeeded in giving it straight back to a striped shirt. It's good work from Lakaretabou, heads it clear, but only as far as Arblaster finds Standiland. He'll bring this into the right-hand corner. No intention of going for goal. Standiland, but that's well dealt with by Bauer. Strong tannage by Sajdev on Kamara. Results in a Charlton throw. And a minute of added time. Down the line from Bauer. Headed away. Charlton will have another throw. 10 yards on this left-hand side, still deep in Charlton territory. Up towards Lieberman. Headed up in the air by Staniland. Well, the referee has played 1 minute of added time, and we made 3 subs. So quite why there's only 1 minute there as the final whistle goes. And Sheffield United, congratulations to them. They have won the Under-18 Professional Development League Player Final. But quite where the time went, I'm not entirely sure. The referee held his hand up 5 minutes ago to say he was adding time on. Well, he added a minute by my calculations, 2 at best. And Charlton have gone down 2-1 here. Credit to Sheffield United. They, after going down to that goal from Kanu, who pounced after good work on the right-hand side with Anderson, pounced on the ball, loose ball in the box to finish with some style to give Charlton the lead. And after a quarter of an hour, Charlton had to succumb to a huge amount of pressure from the home side and held out until the 55th minute when Asimwe was adjudged to have fouled Williams in the box. A harsh and contentious decision from the referee. And the penalty, when it came in, was saved by Kone onto the post, but Lancashire followed up to bring the home side level. And then the second goal, when it came from Theo Williams on 74 minutes, found himself unmarked in the box, and the ball back from Staniland picked him out. And that's the goal that separates the two sides and gives Sheffield United this victory here up at the Randox Health Centre, Sheffield United Academy. So not to be for the Addicts on this occasion. Second successive final, and sadly, second successive defeat. It was Wigan last season. It's Sheffield United this season. But doesn't tell the story. The Charlton side should be mightily proud of getting to this final. Here's the goal when it came in the opening 5 minutes. Kanu following up his ball into Anderson to finish in some style to give Charlton the lead. His 41st goal of the season. And Charlton had started the game well. And for the opening quarter of an hour was certainly the better side. But Sheffield United came back into it in the second half of that first half. And it needed some good defending from Charlton to keep the home side at bay. They created our own chances as well, of course. Hobden bringing this ball forward. And the ball across just inches away from Riley connecting. But Sheffield United certainly came at Charlton for the second half of that second half, and will probably feel they could and should have brought the game level, but didn't create a huge amount of chances, and what they did was dealt with well by the Charlton defence and Kone in the Charlton goal, touching that one onto the post. The second half, however, Charlton again looked to be withstanding the opening 10 minutes of Sheffield United pressure, but the penalty, when it was given, almost looked like it knocked the stuffing out of the Addicts. So Smith's effort, which curled wide, and Charlton were restricting Sheffield United to long-range efforts. This free kick again looked to be quite soft, and the referee happy to instantly give that decision. And Peck's free kick was touched over by Kone. The Addicts still had to deal with Sheffield United pressure. Another Peck effort, narrowly wide. Then in the second half, this shot from Arblaster, saved well by Kone. Charlton had to concede the lion's share of possession, but that touch from Lieberman almost finding the back of the net to give Charlton a 2-0 lead. And this is the penalty, and it looks like Asimwe clearly got the ball. And quite how the referee has given a penalty for that, I think only he will know. And then Kone touching that onto the post, it comes straight back to Lancashire, who finishes to bring the home side level, and that might just have knocked the stuffing out of the Addicts, and had to concede more pressure to the home side. And the second goal, when it came, Staniland's ball back across. Williams, whether he was the intended target or not, was on hand and unmarked to finish. And Charlton couldn't get back into the game after that. Sheffield United saw the game out, really, after that second goal, when it came with a quarter of an hour left. Couldn't get back into it. Charlton had a sniff of a chance here, but Kanu offside in that last attack. The referee brought the game to a halt with only 2 minutes of added time played. Not to be for Charlton under-18s on this occasion, but as I said before, they ought to be very proud and everybody watching, I hope, is very proud of this under-18 side. We've got some real talent in our midst and in our ranks here at Charlton. Our congratulations for them in getting to that final. Our congratulations to Hamza Sarrar and all his backroom team in preparing that side this season, who have been phenomenal throughout the season. Just couldn't make it happen in the final, but that's not to say that they weren't worthy of being there. And had it gone slightly better for us, who knows? But not to be. But thank you all for watching. Thank you from Charlton TV for all of this season. That is the final. I promise you now, that's it done. That is the final game of this season. The Charlton under-18s going down 2-1 with their Sheffield United counterparts. But my thanks to Lewis in the box, for George, from the camera work up at Sheffield. And for all of you for watching, have a great summer. Take care. We'll be back next season, hopefully fresh as a daisy. But in the meantime, goodbye.